The Psychology of Emotional Indifference, Mastering Silent Attraction *. Instead, it's based on the power of silence, the ability to make someone feel attracted without lifting a finger. In this article, I'll teach you to master this psychological game that no woman can resist. Are you ready to learn the art of effortless attraction? Continue reading because I'll reveal the secret that can change how you relate to others *. How many times have you felt frustrated by failing to capture a woman's attention? You try everything: messages, calls, gestures to show interest, you'd receive only greater distance in return. The relentless pursuit of external validation will never work if you don't understand what truly attracts a woman. More importantly, why are you constantly chasing her? The problem have you ever wondered why some individuals effortlessly capture the attention they desire while others remain trapped in a void of indifference? Have you felt that despite your efforts, nothing seems to work? What occurs in the minds of those who truly possess emotional control in relationships? The answer lies in a psychological game many don't understand, but which can completely transform the dynamic between you and any woman. This game requires no physical effort or empty words as in behavior, not the woman. When you act predictably, show constant availability, and try too hard to please, you lose something valuable: your essence, authenticity, and most importantly, your emotional authority. This prevents women from seeing you as valuable, consequently, making you just another option, not the only one. But what would make the difference? What if I told you that to be desired, you don't need to chase, but rather create a space where the other person misses you? Imagine having the power to make someone think about you without doing anything. That's exactly what you'll learn to do. Instead of trying hard, you'll learn to become an enigma, something she wants to discover. This game is about creating desire through absence, not constant presence. Before continuing, subscribe to the Hidden Wisdom channel because every week, I bring reflections, strategies, and truths nobody had the courage to tell you. Like this video to help this message reach other guys who need it, and comment below which city you're rewatching from. Let us create a network of conscious, firm men who are leaving illusion behind and embracing their own value. The power of calculated indifference. Now imagine that, instead of chasing, you simply become indifferent. A reaction increases interest, awakens curiosity. You no longer in the pursuer role, you become the mysterious figure she needs to understand. This is where the psychological game begins to be played intelligently. The solution to your problem lies in something simple yet extremely powerful: emotional silence. When you stop showing constant availability, when you reduce intensity and disappear temporarily, you create an emotional space where desire forms. This is the key: less is more. You don't need to strive to conquer or please. The game changes when you adopt calculated indifference. But wait, this doesn't mean ignoring or dismissing women aggressively. The psychological game isn't about being rude, but about not being desperate. By reducing communication frequency and stopping constant pursuit, you increase the value she attributes to you. The logic is simple. People tend to value what's rare, what's not always available. By withdrawing slightly, you become more valuable while creating necessary space for her to miss you. And what happens when she misses you? Attraction begins growing naturally. The secret is making the woman feel you don't need her but still desire her. This creates emotional tension that awakens desire. Deep down, you replaying with her emotional instincts, desire, curiosity, mystery. These are the triggers you're reactivating by applying this psychological game. Here, silence isn't just emptiness but a tool for emotional construction. Through silence, you transmit a clear message. I am a man who knows what he wants and won't submit to emotional games. By creating this emotional space, you not just attracting but also respecting your own limits. This generates a type of attraction that isn't forced but comes from a position of power and emotional control. Practical implementation. Strategy. Now that you understand the theory behind indifference and silence's power, let's put this into practice. The key is acting strategically, not as an automatic reaction. When applying psychological indifference, do so gradually and calculatedly without seeming forced or artificial. The idea is making her notice your absence and begin missing you without doing anything to attract attention. First step, reduce exposure. This means stopping constant messaging, decreasing availability offers, and stopping predictable behavior. Women, like everyone, are naturally attracted to mystery. By becoming less accessible, you automatically become more desirable. Indifference here isn't about aggressive ignoring, but being calculatedly absent to allow her to feel your absence and want more. Asterisk, asterisk, asterisk. Second step. Focus on yourself. Asterisk, asterisk, asterisk. If you are constantly worrying about her perception, what she thinks, or how to please her, you are replacing yourself in emotional submission. To become emotionally unbeatable, prioritize your own value. When you begin valuing your own journey and well-being above her approval, you create an authoritative energy around you. This not only attracts but establishes a pattern of self-respect and confidence that's impossible to ignore. Asterisk, asterisk, asterisk. Third step. Perfect timing. Asterisk, asterisk, asterisk. It is not just about being indifferent, it's knowing when to show interest. When you withdraw temporarily, you leave her with growing desire to understand what is happening. This generates curiosity and mystery that make her need to seek more about you, to return to your life. The trick is not rushing. The longer you take to react, the stronger her desire becomes to reconnect. Asterisk. When you understand these 3 steps, exposure reduction, self-valorization, and precise timing, you begin mastering psychological indifference naturally and effectively. This creates dynamics where you no longer the pursuer but the mysterious figure she wants to understand and conquer. Asterisk, ##. The psychological impact on the feminine ego. Asterisk. Now that you know how to apply psychological indifference, it is time to understand what's really happening emotionally both for you and her. Calculated indifference has a powerful impact on the feminine ego, and it's fundamental that you understand this phenomenon to truly master the situation. Asterisk. What happens when you begin acting indifferently? She starts questioning herself. When you stop chasing, when you withdraw emotionally, her ego goes into shock. Women, like anyone, desire to be desired. Your withdrawal makes her wonder if she lost something valuable. This triggers emotional discrepancy, a void she feels and tries to fill. Asterisk. What you intelligently creating is disinterest, something that affects her psychology and forces her to reconsider her actions. This type of game isn't about being cold or insensitive. It's not about disrespecting her feelings or playing with emotions malevolently. What you're doing is awakening desire through absence. Asterisk. The feminine ego, especially when challenged, reacts uniquely. This is exactly where you begin assuming emotional control of the situation. She starts wondering, why isn't he pursuing me? What is happening? This questioning is the fuel feeding her curiosity, and curiosity is one of attraction's greatest triggers. When a woman feels something is beyond her control, she tends to want to understand and regain situation control. This is where you enter and the psychological game truly turns in your favor. The impact on her ego isn't limited to making her miss you but also respect your posture of not submitting to emotional games. Asterisk. Most interestingly, as her ego becomes shaken by indifference, she begins perceiving you no longer someone to be conquered but someone worthy of being sought. This alone changes the power dynamic between you and her. Attraction no longer depends on how you behave or your actions toward her, but on how she begins perceiving your value. Asterisk. By mastering the controlled man's mentality, you not only change how she sees you but transform how you see yourself. Indifference then becomes a tool of emotional empowerment, allowing you to be above games and no longer be manipulated by constant approval seeking. Pay genuine attention. Think about what you say next, or look at your phone. Just listen. This not only makes you appear more interested and attentive but allows deeper connection with others. Asterisk. Another important aspect is environmental awareness. Notice details around you. Don't just see but truly observe. This helps anchor you in the present moment and respond more authentically to situations. Asterisk. You can also practice mindfulness. This means performing daily activities with full awareness. It could be something simple like drinking tea. Instead of consuming it quickly, take a moment to appreciate the aroma, taste, and cup's temperature. These mindfulness practices train you to be present in each moment. Asterisk. Presence also reflects in your body. Maintain an open, relaxed posture. Show interest through gestures and facial expressions. Avoid nervous habits or distractions indicating your mind is elsewhere. Asterisk. When you truly present, people notice. They feel you genuinely care, that you authentically interested in them and what they saying. This creates stronger, deeper connections, an essential part of what we call silent attraction. Remember, Presence isn't about being the center of attention but being completely connected with the moment and people around you. It's a powerful quality demonstrating respect and consideration. Integrity. Our fourth habit is integrity. Integrity represents one of the fundamental values that always stands out, even when unmentioned. It involves living according to your principles and values, being honest and consistent in everything you do. Epictetus said, "First tell yourself what you will be, then do what is necessary." This quote reminds us of the importance of being coherent between what we believe and how we act. To cultivate integrity, knowing your own values is essential. What is important to you? Which principles guide your life? Take time to reflect on these questions and ensure your actions reflect your answers. When your actions align with your values, you project authenticity that is extremely attractive. Another crucial aspect of integrity is being honest, not only with others, but with yourself. This means admitting your mistakes and learning from them. People respect those who have the courage to acknowledge their flaws and work to improve. Additionally, being honest frees you from the burden of maintaining false appearances, allowing you to live more genuinely and peacefully. Integrity also involves keeping your promises and commitments. If you say you'll do something, do it. People trust those who are reliable and consistent, building a solid reputation. When you live with integrity, you become someone others can trust, which is one of the most powerful forms of attractiveness. Generosity. Let us move to our fifth habit, generosity. When we think about being attractive, we often focus on external appearance or social skills. But generosity in terms of both time and energy is a quality that can truly set you apart from everyone else. Stoics believed we should live according to human nature, and one of our deepest natures is helping others. Seneca reminds us, true happiness is giving, not receiving. Being generous doesn't mean only giving material things, but also offering your attention, time, and help to others. Generosity can also be expressed through small daily actions like offering a sincere smile, listening attentively to someone who needs to vent, or helping someone without expecting anything in return. These actions make you stand out silently and magnetically because people are attracted to those who genuinely care about others. One of generosity's greatest challenges is giving without expecting anything in return. This is something we can learn from Stoic philosophy. For Stoics, true generosity comes from understanding that giving is a privilege, not an obligation. If you practice generosity this way, you become more open and receptive to good without expecting rewards but simply for the joy of contributing. This silently makes you an even more attractive person. Respect for others. Our sixth habit is respect for others. This might seem obvious, but many people fail to demonstrate respect consistently. Stoic philosopher Epictetus said, "We are what we repeatedly do." Excellence, therefore, is not an act, but a habit. This applies directly to respecting others. Respect isn't something you do occasionally, but a constant practice reflecting who you truly are. To cultivate respect, it's important to be considerate of others' feelings and needs. Listen with empathy, acknowledge others' contributions, and value differences. Respecting people around you doesn't mean agreeing with everything they say, but treating them with dignity regardless of disagreements. Furthermore, how you treat others also reflects the respect you have for yourself. If you demonstrate respect and consideration for others, you are implicitly showing you have the same consideration for yourself. This further increases your attractiveness because self-confidence and self-esteem are always interconnected with how we treat others. Respect for others also reflects in how you behave in different environments, whether at work, school, or social circles. Always treat everyone with the same dignity, from the highest executive to the person doing the simplest job. When people perceive you have this quality, they naturally feel more attracted to your presence. Gratitude. Our seventh cultivatable habit is gratitude. Gratitude is an attitude that changes how you see the world, and people who live with gratitude have a positive, attractive aura. Seneca said, "Gratitude is the heart's memory." When you express gratitude, you not only acknowledge good things happening in your life, but make them more present and tangible. Being grateful is a habit that goes far beyond simply thanking people for things they do for you. It's a mental state, a way of seeing the world positively, even facing adversities. Gratitude teaches us to focus on what we have instead of lamenting what we lack. Doing this makes you a lighter, more accessible, and more attractive person. A practical way To cultivate gratitude is maintaining a gratitude journal. At each day's end, write 3 things you're grateful for. It could be something simple like a friend's smile or a peaceful moment. Over time, this exercise will change how you perceive the world and increase your attractiveness because gratitude is contagious. When you express genuine appreciation, it creates positive vibration around you that people naturally perceive. Patience. Our 8th habit is patience. In a world where everything happens quickly and expectations are high, patience can be one of the rarest and most attractive virtues you can cultivate. As great Stoic philosopher Epictetus said, patience is the art of waiting without losing composure. Patience isn't just waiting for something but doing so gracefully without being consumed by frustration or anger. How can you cultivate patience? First, it's essential to practice acceptance. We cannot control all life aspects, and some things simply take time to happen. Patience is an exercise in detachment and mastery. By learning to wait calmly, you send the message that you're in control of yourself without haste or desperation. Additionally, patience manifests in how you deal with others. In an impatient world, being someone who has time to listen and understand others can be an incredibly attractive quality. When you demonstrate patience, you become a trustworthy person, someone others can rely on not to judge or rush them. Humility. Now let us move to our 9th habit. Humility isn't about diminishing yourself or being submissive, but having a realistic understanding of yourself, recognizing your strengths and weaknesses, and being open to learning. Great philosopher Socrates said, "The more I know that I know nothing." This is humility's essence, understanding there's always more to learn and grow, and being willing to listen to others. Humility is one of the most powerful qualities because it creates a foundation for continuous development. Humble people are more attractive because they're accessible and real. They don't consider themselves superior, making them closer to others. Practicing humility means not boasting about your achievements or being arrogant with your skills. It's recognizing your victories while acknowledging the help you received along the way. Humility involves being willing to learn from everyone regardless of their life position. When you adopt this mindset, you become more open, more accessible, and therefore more attractive to those around you. Serenity in adversity. Our final habit is serenity during adversity. Stoicism teaches that difficulties are an inevitable part of life, but how we react to them truly defines our character. As Marcus Aurelius said, "What happens to you is a matter of luck, but how you react is a matter of choice." This means we can be attractive even in difficult situations if we maintain our serenity and focus. When you remain serene facing adversities, you not only show strength but also convey stability to others. This is a powerful quality because people are attracted to those who can maintain calm even when things get complicated. Conclusion. Thank you for reading. If you found this content useful, share it with friends so more people can grow with these habits. Don't forget to check out the next article that will appear on the screen.